here in a sec. Do the starting sit. And welcome to the third episode of our little trivia show. We're live, pal, where we put together three people to see who knows the most about an increasingly niche subject in this center of the internet. It's nice to be back. We had a week off yesterday. It was my anniversary, so I wasn't allowed to do trivia stuff. I don't know, but it's great to be back here. So without any further ado, let's go to meet our first contestant. Frantari, sir.
Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you feeling right now? How is the what's your confidence level at?
Kinda confident.
How long you been a wrestling fan?
Like all through childhood.
Yeah. what's your if you had to pick like a single match that could like encapsulate what you like in wrestling, what do you think it'd be?
Well, my favorite match is Hulk Hogan and The Rock.
That is a great match too.
I just think it's not obviously not a technical classic, but I think that's peak pro wrestling.
I feel like that's a great choice. You had two like the biggest names. I think we've been trying to do that again, like with Cena and The Rock, and then I guess with Roman and The Rock. But I don't know if we've hit that kind of level yet.
I don't think that'll ever happen again.
It's yeah, no, that's a great choice. Do you have a like an era in wrestling that you think you're weak on?
I'm weak. Probably AEW.
Oh yeah.
Anything from like 2010 to like 2011 is kind of blur,
I get that.
and anything past like 1990, like before 1997.
All right, this is gonna be interesting for you then. Let's meet your opponent. Oh. Anthony, how are you, sir?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
You know, I'm hanging in there. It's been a pretty good day. How you feeling? What's the confidence level at?
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous.
Yeah. You ever done something like this, a trivia contest or anything online like this?
Nope. So this is my first time. So we're gonna either kill it or make a fool of myself. So either way, I'm ready.
I was gonna say you know what it's we've had both on this show. You never know what's gonna happen.
I'm excited though.
What's that?
I'm excited, but
Oh, good. I'm glad.
yeah.
So same question. If you could kind of encapsulate your wrestling, your likes and dislikes into one match, what would it be?
I don't know. I guess the match I always go back to is AJ versus John Cena at Royal Rumble
Oh yeah.
18 when he won the title, when Cena won it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's just like great storytelling, great playing to the crowd, and it also had the technical pieces of it. You know what I mean? So I like a little bit of everything. I love the storytelling though. That's my main like driving factor.
That's what keeps it together, eh?
Exactly.
Like there's something like a lot of companies do, is they put on great matches and that's great, but like it's like, oh, it's a great match. Well, why do I want to watch it? Because it's a good match.
Exactly. Match, sure, but
Okay.
why should you in the ring, and why should I feel that?
Exactly. Yeah. It's wrestling is it's simple, but it's complicated.
Very complicated.
Well, what about you? Is there an area where you're weak in your wrestling knowledge?
Yes, I would say the 80s.
Mm.
The most thing I know about 80s is Ric Flair had a hard time keeping them alligators down,
Boy, did he.
and Dusty had hard times. That's really all I know. You know what I mean? And then, of course, I stopped watching back in like 20, I want to say 11 or 12.
That seems to be where a lot of people stopped.
So I didn't even know the Shield broke up when I got back into it in 2015. So, yeah.
I was gonna say that's the same thing happened to me. I stopped watching around 2009, 2010, and then didn't start again until 2014. So like Dolph Ziggler was champion, Jack Swagger's here. What's going on?
What the hell?
Alrighty, well, thank you very much for coming on. And now to our reigning, defending, undisputed online trivia champion, London. How you doing, sir?
Thank you for the introduction.
Not a problem.
I'm doing great, man. I'm great. How you guys doing?
You know, we're doing well. Like I said, so coming back. You're oh, did we lose somebody?
Uh-oh, wait a minute. There you go. Okay.
All right. So coming back, you've got a little experience underneath under your belt. How do you feel a little bit better now, or what's
A little bit better. Like you say, the jitters are kind of out, but they're still there because you never know like what you're gonna get asked or anything like that. But for the most part, the butterflies are gone.
That's good. And then going from your last episode, crazy come from behind win, something from like 6 points to 48 in the last round.
I still don't know how that happened. I don't know how that was possible.
Anything can happen in the WWE.
Back from everything, like, wait a minute, I know this. Wait a minute, I know this. So I thought it was over. Like, I really thought, like how Anthony said earlier, I really thought I made a fool of myself. I was like, why did I get on here? I only got 6 points. This guy has 38. This is embarrassing.
Like I said, there's always more to play for. You never know. Of course, try not to leave it to 6 versus 45. But hey.
Right. So hopefully this will be a better outcome.
I was gonna say far be it to me for me to diss your strategy. So.
Right. No. Yeah. We'll go with that.
Alrighty. So now that we're all here, we're all friends. Let's go to our very first round. The TikTok 10. The TikTok 10 works just like how it does on TikTok. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You're going to answer as many correctly as humanly possible. Every question you get correct gets you a point. You either have 60 seconds to get as many as you can, or until we hit 10. It's random knowledge, and assortment of questions. You never know where it's going to come from. So, pop up our countdown here. France, how do you feel about going first?
I'll go first, yeah.
I'm glad, because it wasn't a question. Alrighty. So, when you're ready, take a deep breath. In 3, 2, 1, start the clock. After WCW was sold to WWE, Mr. Perfect made a return to WWE at which pay-per-view?
Royal Rumble.
Correct. What was the name of the TNA faction that started in 2010 by Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Sean Waltman?
Pass.
The band. According to Spotify, what is the name of the Fiend's theme song by Code Orange?
Pass.
Let me in. The Undertaker appeared as the American Badass for the first time at which pay-per-view?
Judgment Day?
Judgment Day, correct. Who was the first and only winner of a 40-man Royal Rumble?
Alberto Del Rio.
Unfortunately true. Who was the final match of the final pay-per-view in the original ECW?
Sandman Tommy G.
Rob Van Dam, Jerry Lynn. Who was the first entrant in the 1993 Royal Rumble match? Time is up. You could not get to the answer. The answer was Ric Flair. So, you got 3 points, which is not a bad start. We have had people start with far less. Okay. Anthony, how do you feel about going second, seeing somebody do it before you?
I'm calm. I can do it.
Alrighty.
I get 2 points, I'll be happy. I just gotta stay in the game.
Okay, not a bad idea. How do I? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, we will start here in a second. In 3, 2, 1, start the clock. What was the first main event in the very first edition of Thunder? Kevin Nash versus DDP. Which wrestling star made a cameo as a giant Santa in Jingle All the Way? The Giant. The first AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view in 2019 took place in which city?
Las Vegas.
Correct. What is the name of the Undertaker's team in the 1990 Survivor Series? The $1 Million Team. What was the final match of the final episode of WCW Nitro?
I don't know, Pat.
Sting versus Ric Flair. What is the name of Ryback's finishing move?
Steve Moore.
Shell Shocked. What team holds the record for single longest tag team reign in WWE history?
The New Day.
The New Day, correct. What is the main event of NXT TakeOver Portland 2020? Time is up. Could not get to the answer. The correct answer, by the way, is Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa. And I knew that because I was there.
Okay. Dang.
One of the best shows I've ever been to live.
I was about to say I was live.
Not to brag or nothing. Good news. You wanted to get 2 points, and you got 2 points. Okay. Good start there. London, are you ready to get back in the saddle?
Yeah, let's get it.
Alrighty.
I got 2 points. I'm okay because I got 2 last time. So let's see if I get 3.
Worked out well then. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, start the clock. What is the name of the 50th person to become WWE champion?
Oh, crap. Jinder Mahal.
Correct. What date was Kane's movie See No Evil released?
May 19th.
May 19th, correct. Which WWE female star made her debut on the Raw after WrestleMania 30?
Oh, crap. Pass.
Paige. What is the name of Daniel Bryan and Kane's anger management therapist?
Oh, crap. Dr. Shelby.
Correct. Who did Bart Gunn knock out to win the 1998 Brawl for All?
Dr. Death Steve Williams.
JBL. What wild animal did Scott Steiner bring to the ring during an October 2000 edition of Nitro?
The tiger.
A tiger, correct. What was the name of Dean Ambrose's potted plant that was used in the Ambrose Asylum segments?
Oh, God, no idea.
Time is up. The correct answer was Mitch. No relation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you got 4 on that one.
Okay.
Which, you know, is not a bad choice. Not a bad start.
Okay. Okay.
But the points only go up from here. So, checking out the scores. We've got Anthony at 3, London at 4, and France at 2.
No, I'm at 2.
Oh, did I switch that?
Yeah.
My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
Switch that. Flip it. Reverse it. All right. Wait a minute. I got extra points. I switched names for a second. I think, wait a minute. Hold on.
That's my bad for being bad at math. It was bound to happen one day. Alrighty.
Nah.
So, we'll go back to the actual scores.
Right. Try that again.
Alrighty. So, from here, we go to a big points round. We're going to Who's That Wrestler? It took a break last episode, but now it's back with a vengeance. What we're going to do is you are going to pick a number between 1 and 20. That is going to give you the name of a professional wrestler. You have to guess who that wrestler is. Yes or no questions. It's basically 20 questions. Every time you get a question, or every time you ask a question, your points go down. Starting at 20, going all the way back to 1. So, if somehow you get it on the first question, you get 20 points. It's probably not going to happen, but hell, I've seen crazier things.
Yeah, true.
So, we will go from there. Anthony, would you like to go first? All right, pick a Pick a number between 1 and 20.
8.
Okay. Let me pull up his... Okay. We have his name. We have him selected. What's that? Damn it.
Not a woman? Okay.
All right, that's a free point. That's my bad. So you have... What's that?
That's it. There's one.
Yeah, there's one. From there, you have 20 other questions to try to figure out who it is. Whenever you're ready.
Are they active now?
They are not. No.
Active in the 2000s?
Yes.
Active in the 90s?
Yes.
Were they a world champion?
Yes.
Were they a world champion in WWE?
Yes. That's 15.
They have hair?
They do, yes.
They have long hair?
Not famously.
Multi-time world champion?
What's that?
Multi-time world champion?
No.
Were they in a tag team?
Yes.
Did you hear me?
Yes, they were in a tag team.
Okay. Is it Kurt Angle?
It is not Kurt Angle, no. You're down to 11.
Were they active in the 2010s?
No.
Okay. So they were were they active in the 80s?
No.
Okay. Single time world champion. Damn, I don't know. Were they ever a mid-card champion?
Yes.
I think the connection might be a little messed up.
Oh, can you not hear me?
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, yes, they were a mid-card champion.
Okay. Intercontinental?
What's that?
Continental or U.S.? Actually, U.S. champion?
Yes.
Okay. Eddie Guerrero?
It is Eddie Guerrero.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
Good job.
Pulling it out at the end with 6 points.
All right, not too bad, not too bad.
That's going to knock you up to 8. You are currently in the lead. Okay. France, you're up next. Pick a number between 1 and 20.
11.
Alrighty. Okay, we got his information up. You are at 20 points. Whenever you're ready, start asking.
Are they active now?
No.
Active in the 2010s?
That's a good question. No, not really.
Active in the 2000s?
Yes.
90s?
Yes.
80s?
No.
former world champion?
No.
WWE in the 2000s?
Yes. WCW wasn't active in the 2000s, so.
WWE?
Yeah, it was in WWE, but WCW wasn't active in the 2000s.
Oh, yeah. Mid-card champion?
Yes.
Were they part of a tag team?
Yes. But it was more of a group than a tag team. Got 14 points, by the way.
They ever won the tag titles? Did he ever win the...
Yes. Yeah.
In the 2000, were they on Raw or SmackDown or?
They actually were not active during the brand split.
Okay. Is the group Right to Censor?
It was not, no. That's a good guess, though.
Is it Group DX?
No.
It's Group Ministry of Darkness?
No. Down to 9 points, by the way.
Did they win the Intercontinental title?
They did not, no.
Win the U.S. title?
No.
Were they in WCW?
Yes.
In the 90s?
Down to 6 points.
Were they in the NWO?
I have no idea. I mean, probably.
That was probably the whole roster.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, they weren't.
Were they in WWE in the 90s?
No.
Wait,
5 questions.
is it Dean Malenko?
It is Dean Malenko.
Wow.
Nice grab.
Oh my god.
Dude, that was excellent.
I know
That
it
was
was Malenko? Yes, it is.
Oh,
Great job.
Dean Malenko was in, not only was he in the Radicals, but he was in the Four Horsemen.
He was in the Four Horsemen.
At that time, wasn't there a lot of people that didn't belong in the Horsemen?
Yeah, some people really appreciated like the value of that group.
Mm-hmm. Looking at you, Mongo McMichael.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually watching Reliving the War on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And every time he mentions that, I just go like, dude, leave now.
Why are you
in the
here?
Like, Jesus.
It's like, you know, like, Evolution was Randy Orton, Triple H, Batista, and Ric Flair. But instead of Batista, it was supposed to be like Chuck Palumbo. Mark Jindrak, thank you. Could you imagine how... Oh my gosh. Okay, so that brings you up to 8 points, which means you guys are currently tied for first. That is, of course, unless London can take his points back. So,
Thanks for the pressure, guys. Appreciate it.
pick a number between 1 and 20.
Let's go with 15.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alrighty. The character's picked. You got 20 questions. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Are they active now?
Oh, I hope not. No.
No. Okay. Were they active in the 2010s?
Somehow, yeah.
Somehow. Okay. Were they active in WWE?
No.
No.
During the 2010s? Or at all?
Yes. Well, the 2010s.
Not during the 2010s, no.
Okay. Were they a mid-card wrestler?
Yes.
Okay. Did they win the Intercontinental Championship?
No.
Okay. Were they in the tag team?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy.
15 questions.
Okay, were they active in the 2000s?
In the WWE? Or
I'm sorry, yes, in the WWE.
Yes, they were active in the 2000s.
Okay. 2000s. Did they win the tag team championships?
In the WWE?
In the WWE, yes.
No.
Okay.
Yep, no.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so they were the tag mid card, never won the tag titles.
No, we lost them again.
With their tag team in the WWE, did they have a manager?
They were not a tag team in the WWE.
Oh, they weren't a tag team in the WWE. They weren't.
No.
Okay.
They were in a tag team, just not in the WWE.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, were they in a tag team in WCW? I mean, not but in TNA.
That's a good question. Not in a tag team, but in a group.
Okay. Is that group the Main Event Mafia?
No.
Okay. Did they win the TNA tag titles?
No, they did not.
Wow. Okay. That just made it harder. So
This one's a bit of a confusing one.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah.
So they were in the tag team in the 2000s in TNA, never won the tag titles. Did they win the X Division Championship?
Nope.
Jeez.
10 questions.
10 questions. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I almost don't even know what to ask now. Okay, so Were they active in TNA in the 2010s?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Briefly.
Briefly.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Did they win any championships at all during their tenure in TNA?
No.
No. Okay.
8 questions.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Think more mid-90s.
Mid 90s. Okay. So that goes. Okay, so we're gonna scratch that. Mid 90s. Were they in WCW in the mid 90s?
Very, very briefly.
Very briefly. Did they win a championship in WCW?
No.
No. Very briefly.
6 questions.
This question. Is it Vince Russo?
It is not Vince Russo, no. You know what? It's a good guess considering all the evidence.
Right. Okay, so
5 questions left.
5 questions. Okay. Is it
Shane McMahon?
Shane Douglas?
Oh, Shane Douglas. No.
Okay. Did I ask if they were in a tag team in WCW already?
No, you didn't.
I feel like. Okay. Were they in a tag team in WCW?
No, they weren't.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
3 questions left. He disappeared.
No, I got a phone call. I'm sorry. I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh wow. This is. Okay, mid 90s.
You're gonna kick yourself when I tell you who it is.
Please don't. No. Yeah, you said they were in WCW briefly.
Very briefly.
Very briefly. Is it Ernest the Cat Miller?
It's not, no. Getting closer, though, weirdly.
Okay.
2 questions left.
It's not him, because he won a title. Oh, gosh. Okay, mid-90s. Mid-90s.
You got one more question to guess for information, and then you got to throw out an answer.
Okay. Okay, WCW mid-90s wasn't that long.
Very briefly in the WCW in the mid-90s. He's known for somewhere else much, much more.
Okay. Let me see. He didn't win any championships. That's what's killing me. He didn't win a freaking title.
It is baffling that he's been so popular with very little to show for it. Anywhere else but a certain spot.
Was he a WCW Cruiserweight?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Last guess.
Last guess. Is it Psychosis?
It is not Psychosis. It's Sabu.
Wow.
Sabu was in the WCW for about a month. He was in the WWE for about a year. Has nothing to show for either of them. But he was much, much more well known for being in ECW, where he was several times a tag team champion with Taz and with RVD. That's where he won all his gold.
Why didn't I guess ECW? I stayed in WWE and WCW. Didn't even think about ECW.
I was trying to just be like, he's not really in WCW, but somewhere else.
I know, and then I was thinking like, okay, he wasn't in WWE for like that long. The only good spot he really had was that match with Rey Mysterio at One Night Stand when he DDT'd him through the table on the apron.
That was a great match up until the ending.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, okay. Wow.
Okay, so that is nil point for that round. So going to the scoreboard, Anthony and France, you are tied at 8. London, you are trailing with 4. But it can all be won back as we go to our third round, which is a new round we've never done before. A round I like to call You Talk Too Much. So, in the grand timeline of professional wrestling, there have been many, many in-ring talk shows hosted by various people. I have 15 of them here. I'm going to read you the title of the show. You just got to tell me who hosted it. Now, this is a buzz-in round, which means anybody can answer at any point. All you have to do is ring your buzzer, and your buzzer is yelling your name as loud as you possibly can. So, if you could all do me the favor of testing out your buzzers, please.
Anthony.
France.
London.
Excellent. Everybody knows their name.
Right.
So, starting with question number 1. Under the covers. Under the covers. Nobody?
No, I have no clue.
Sonny.
That's funny.
How sad a show would that be?
Yeah.
It makes
Number 2. Playing Fair with Johnny. Playing Fair with Johnny.
London.
London.
Is it Johnny Nitro?
It is not Johnny Nitro, no. Anthony, France, any ideas?
Anthony.
Anthony?
Is it Johnny Ace?
It's not Johnny Ace, no. France, how about you?
John Morrison.
It is not John Morrison. It was Johnny Fairplay in TNA. Anybody remember Johnny Fairplay?
I was just about to say one of the most forgotten people ever.
Mm. He had one big deal in Survivor and then was never seen or heard from again.
Exactly. You saying his name just made him like relevant for 10 seconds.
Somewhere he just perked up like, oh my god.
Someone said my name.
Right.
Somebody on the internet knows me.
I get my royalties.
We're going out for drinks. Question number 3. Cafe de Rene. Anthony.
Rene Dupree?
Rene Dupree is correct.
I was just about to say my name, yep.
Question number 4. The Lava Lamp Lounge. The Lava Lamp Lounge. Nobody?
No, I got nothing.
That 70s guy, the fat chick thriller, Mike Awesome.
Way.
Let's give a guy.
How was this talk show on the run?
Let's give a guy who can't talk his own talk show.
I actually remember him being dressed up and like with the microphone in his hand. I just never knew the name of the show.
There's a reason it's forgotten.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of forgotten, along a similar line, Jive Talking. Jive Talking. London.
This is gonna be a shot in the dark, but Dusty Rhodes.
No, not Dusty Rhodes. Anybody else? Disco Inferno.
Huh.
Disco?
Had to be somebody like Liza a while.
Up next, The Love Shack. Anthony.
Was that Dude Love?
It was Dude Love.
Oh, good shot.
Up next, this one should be a little bit easier. The Peep Show. London. Christian is correct.
My brain stuttered and you stole it from me.
Gotta be quick on the button.
You and that Renee.
Yeah.
Here's one I didn't know happened. The Danger Zone. The Danger Zone. London.
Okay, I don't think so, but complete shot in the dark. Ken Shamrock?
Not Ken Shamrock, no. God, I would love to see him try to host the show.
I know. I was thinking like maybe it lasted for like a month.
Don't tell him I said that though. He would kick my ass.
Don't tell him I just said that.
The Danger Zone. Anybody else? Paul E. Dangerously, and the E stands for extreme.
Holy crap.
Another bit of an easier one. The Heartbreak Hotel. London. Shawn Michaels is absolutely correct. Another pretty well-known one. The Barbershop. Ooh, that was basically a tie. London, I'm gonna go with you because you're in last place.
Okay, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake is correct. The VIP Lounge. London.
Oh, MVP.
MVP is correct. And finally, the highlight reel.
Anthony.
London, he had it again first.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho is correct. And for an extra point, this is for everybody. What was the name of the obscenely expensive monitor that they used to view clips on? London.
The Geratron 5000?
The Geratron 5000 is correct.
Damn it, man. You stole that one from me, too.
I was like, wait a minute. I don't know if it was 5,000, 4,000, 3,000.
I was going to say, you guys...
It's alright, because I was going to say 7,000.
It's like you all had the answer at the same time. It was close. Alright, let's go to the scoreboard. Things are getting interesting as Anthony and London are tied at 10, but France, you are not too far behind at 8. This is probably as close as we've ever been so far. So it's a squeaker. As it is time for our 4th round. Premium Live Ascent. So, what this is going to be, I am going to give you a pay-per-view or a premium live event. And I am going to start listing off matches. I will list off 5 matches from the most obscure to the most obvious. All you got to do is tell me which pay-per-view it is. Okay.
Okay.
If you get it on the first question, that is 5 points. Second is 4, 3, 2, all the way down to 1. This is a buzz-in round, so just like you did before.
Okay.
So we are going to go for... Whoop, that is very wrong. Pay-per-view number 1, question number 1. Chris Jericho versus William Regal. Chris Jericho versus William... What's that?
Is that WrestleMania 17?
That was WrestleMania 17, yes.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
I couldn't figure out whether it was 18 or 17. I said it's one of these WrestleManias.
France coming in with a big 5 points.
Good job, brother.
Launching him into the lead with 13. Okay. Pay-per-view number 2. Rob Van Dam defeated Ric Flair. Rob Van Dam defeated Ric Flair. I didn't know this happened either.
No clue.
Jamie Noble defeats Tajiri for the Cruiserweight Championship.
That could be anything from the 2000s.
Right.
That is a good point, yes.
Okay.
Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle defeat Edge and Rey Mysterio by submission for the inaugural WWE Tag Team Championship. It's a SmackDown 6 era.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap.
I remember that match.
I can't remember it. I cannot remember.
I love an excellent match. Oh my god.
Number 4, Triple H, the World Heavyweight champion, shocker, defeats Kane, the Intercontinental Champion, to unify the two belts.
London.
London.
I want to say Armageddon 2003.
No. France.
In 2002?
Armageddon 2002?
Yeah.
No. Anthony, do you want to hear the last one, or?
Yeah, let me hear the last one.
Brock Lesnar defeats The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell.
Armageddon 2001?
It is not Armageddon. It is No Mercy 2002.
Yeah, I was...
That is one hell of a Hell in a Cell match, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, man, I haven't seen that match. I gotta watch it.
It's the one where Undertaker has his arm broken, and so he's got a cast in the cell.
Oh, got you. Okay, I've seen it.
Didn't they use a bar in that match too?
Yeah. Everybody bleeds. Like, The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and somehow Paul Heyman.
God.
Right. Dude.
Okay. Let me go to this next one here. Okay, match number 1. The Young Bucks defeat the Inner Circle to retain the AEW Tag Championships. The only thing less helpful would be the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros at any point.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Right. Yeah.
The Young Bucks defeat the Inner Circle with Wardlow, that helps, for the Tag Team Championships. Okay, moving on. Rey Fenix wins the Casino Tag Team Battle Royale by last defeating Jungle Boy. France.
Just Double or Nothing 2021?
No, it was not Double or Nothing. Hangman Adam Page defeats Matt Hardy in a big money match. London.
Okay, taking a shot in the dark. Double or Nothing 2020.
It was not Double or Nothing 2020. No. Anthony, you got two more matches to hear.
I have an idea, but I want to hear the next match.
Okay. Scorpio Sky defeats Cody Rhodes, Ethan Page, Lance Archer, Max Caster, and Penta El Cielo Miedo in the Face of the Revolution ladder match.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, do I have to say my name or?
No, you're the only person left, so you can just say.
Okay, so Revolution, 2019?
No! It was Revolution 2021.
What the hell did I?
You know what?
I blew it, man.
The last answer was, of course, going to be Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega inside an exploding barbed wire ring match.
I should have just waited and took the 1 point. I would have got it with that one.
Holy crap.
It gets tricky. You think you know it, and then something slips.
And it's most times it's not even like the pay-per-view, it's the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially these, like, pandemic pay-per-views where they all just kind of run together.
Yeah.
Right.
A big blur.
Alrighty. Going on to our fourth one. Kerwin White and Matt Stryker with Nick Nemeth defeat Shelton Benjamin and Val Venus. What the fuck happened here?
My God. What? It's not they just pulled names from a random hat and said, okay, you team with you, you team with you, you have a match.
Why is Nick Nemeth here? Oh, I guess he was the caddy.
Oh my God.
I almost don't want to count this one because A, it was on Heat, and B, what the fuck? But if anybody can get it now, I'll give you 6 points. Yeah, I didn't think so. So we'll go for the first one here. Batista defeats Jonathan Coachman in a street fight. Batista defeats Jonathan Coachman in a street fight. Anthony's got a lot of supporters in the chat right now.
Good. Don't say anything ignorant, alright?
Okay, moving on. Mankind defeats Carlito by technical submission.
France.
Go for it.
This Taboo Tuesday 2005.
It was Taboo Tuesday, 2005.
Oh my god.
What a shot!
Because you had to pick the 3 McFoleys, yo.
That's
I
true.
was gonna guess Iverson.
Holy crap.
Oh, man.
France once again adding to his total.
That is crazy.
The other things I was going to give: Big Show and Kane defeats Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. Eugene
I
and
remember that.
Jimmy Snuka defeats Rob Conway and Tyson Tomko.
Yeah, see, I remember that. Yeah, okay.
I would have guessed. I would have got the year.
And
Still
Ric
the best
Flair
time to though.
defeats Triple H by escaping the cage.
Yep, there you go. Okay.
See, current White Widow was 2005.
I would have got Taboo Tuesday.
Okay.
Thanks.
So our final premium live event. Rob Van Dam defeats Bobby Lashley, Finlay, Matt Hardy, Ric Flair, and Shelton Benjamin in a Money in the Bank ladder match.
London.
London.
WrestleMania 23.
No.
Crap.
France.
WrestleMania 22.
It is WrestleMania 22.
This is one of the other guys.
The other matches that was gonna come up as the Boogeyman defeats Booker T and Sharmell. Mickey James defeats Trish Stratus.
Yep, there it is.
The Undertaker defeats Mark Henry. Shawn Michaels defeats Mr. McMahon. And John Cena defeats Triple H by submission.
I was a year late.
Just a bit outside. So, checking the scores before the final round. Anthony, you're at 10. London, you're at 10. France, you're at 22.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely taking it that last round.
Man.
But we go to the end. It is the most difficult, and it is the most rich in points. Our final round, the Elimination Chamber. The Elimination Chamber goes like this. I am going to give you a topic somewhere under the umbrella of professional wrestling, and you are going to tell me things that fall under that topic. So, for example, if I say WWE Champions in reverse chronological order, the first person would go with Roman Reigns, the next person would go with Brock Lesnar, so on and so forth, down to Bruno Sammartino. If you are the last man standing, you get 10 points. If you are second place, you get 5. And if you are third, you get 0. So, are we all clear on the rules? Does anybody have any questions?
All clear.
Alrighty. So, there are going to be 5 of these. So, potentially 50 points to play for.
Alrighty then.
So, in starting with number 1, in chronological order, WWE World Heavyweight Champions. Starting from the first all the way to its unification. So we are going to start. Usually we start with the person in last place, but Anthony and London, you are both tied. So London, you are going to get champion's advantage. Would you like to go now, or would you like to go after?
After.
Go after. So you'll go second.
Okay.
Then Anthony, who was the first world heavyweight champion?
Under the WWE brand?
Under the WWE banner, yes.
Triple H.
Triple H is correct. London.
Next, I want to say Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is correct. France.
Triple H.
Triple H is correct. Anthony.
Shawn Michaels again?
It is not Shawn Michaels. London.
Goldberg.
Goldberg is correct. France.
Triple H.
Triple H is correct. You could probably just say Triple H every so often and you'll probably get it right.
Sure, the name is like.
London.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Batista.
Batista is not correct. France, you get the points, but if you can answer this correct.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit is correct. It was WrestleMania.
Yep.
So that brings us France with 10 points. And London with 5.
And they erased them so much, they erased them from my memory.
Okay. So, number 2. In reverse chronological order. So, from the most current to the latest. X Division World Champions.
I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
So, from... yeah, you never know. From the most recent. So we are going to go with Anthony, who is the current X Division champion.
Is it Ace Austin?
It is Ace Austin.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
London, who beat Ace Austin?
Oh my gosh. I was keeping up with current TNA. Okay, Ace Austin. Who? This is probably wrong, but it's the only guess I can think of. Was it Chris Bay?
It was not Chris Bay.
Yeah.
France. Who lost to Ace Austin?
Rich Swann.
It was not Rich Swann. Anthony, if you can get this right, you get the points.
Was it Trey Miguel?
It was Trey Miguel.
No way, man.
Jesus.
It was 100% Trey Miguel.
I did not think I was going to be able to say the first and second. Oh my God.
I told it was Ace Austin, so I would have been deep from the jump.
I know he's in the Super Junior, so I was like, I don't think it's him, but it's gotta be.
It's worth a stab.
Yeah. I forgot that quick he even won the title. I keep thinking he was like part of the Rascals and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
That was tough.
Okay. So, number 3. Anthony, you won the 10 points for that. Nobody won the 5 points because nobody got second place.
On top of mine. Why not?
In reverse chronological order, IWGP Heavyweight Champions. So that is before the unification. To create this new ugly belt they have. The belt that was before this, that was last defended at Wrestle Kingdom 2021. So,
Holy crap.
London, as you are in last place. Who was the final IWGP Heavyweight Champion?
I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot because I recently just stopped watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh God. Okay. Who was the champ? Who was IWGP? Wait. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just gonna say a name because right now my mind is mush. It's not right, but was it I can't think his name. The Rainmaker. I can't think his name right now.
Kazuchika Okada?
Yeah, Okada.
It was not Kazuchika Okada. Anthony, we'll go to you.
Kota Ibushi?
Kota Ibushi is correct. France, before Kota Ibushi.
Okada?
It was not Okada. Anthony, if you can guess who it was, you get the points.
Dude, I got 3 names in my head. Was it Shingo Takagi?
It was not Shingo Takagi.
Was it Naito?
It was Katsuya Naito, yes.
Ah, man. I knew it, but overthought it.
Well, as the only person to get something right, you're going to win the points for that.
That's bad, because I was Kota Ibushi or Okada for the first answer. I said it's one of these two.
Okay. Going to our fourth. In no particular order. 24/7 champions. There are 7,846 of them. So, just start shouting out names. We'll see what happens. So,
Alrighty.
London. Whenever you're ready.
Well, R-Truth first.
R-Truth is correct. That takes away 150 of them.
That's the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Anthony.
Tamina.
Tamina is correct. France.
Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke is correct. London.
Tozawa.
Tozawa is correct. Anthony.
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves is correct. Wait. Corey Graves is correct. I spelled Corey wrong. France.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is correct. London.
Kane.
Kane is technically correct.
Oh, he did win it. Yeah. When they in the stadium, I think when they were in tennis. Yeah.
Technically, it was Mayor
Well, yeah,
Mayor Glenn Jacobs, but we'll go with it.
Mayor King. Yeah.
Okay, so Anthony, is that you next?
I believe it is.
All right, hit it.
Drake Maverick.
Drake Maverick is correct. France.
Reggie.
Reggie is correct. London.
Candice Michelle.
Are you looking it up on your phone?
No, I promise you I'm not.
The most obscure one. Wasn't she the first woman?
That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
She was like back in the day.
Candice Michelle is correct. And Anthony.
Maria.
Maria Kanellis is correct. France.
Tozawa?
Tozawa's already been said.
Cedric Alexander?
Oh no, you're out, buddy.
Oh.
So London.
I think this was it. Byron Saxton.
Byron Saxton is correct. Anthony.
Man, one of the Viking Raiders. What is his name? Ivar?
No. Ivar has not won the 24/7 champion somehow. London, if you can guess one more, you get the points.
I want to say Drew Gulak.
You are correct.
How did I forget about Drew Gulak?
Okay.
It just popped in my head.
So
I mean,
we
nobody
have.
wants to forget about him sometimes, so.
They pushed him for like a month when they put him with Daniel Bryan and said, "Well, Bryan's gone, so you're screwed."
Yeah.
That was a great pairing too. I really like that.
It was. I was getting invested into it.
So we have one more question to go, but we're gonna check the scores before we go too far. Anthony is at 35. London is at 25. France is at 37. 2 points separates first and second.
I'm coming.
Holy Batman.
I'm coming.
So, with that in mind, we are going to go with, in chronological order, so from the first to the most current, Royal Rumble winners. Royal Rumble winners from the very first one in 1988 all the way to now. If we get that far, we'll do men's Rumble, then the women's Rumble. So, London, starting with you, who was the first Royal Rumble winner?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Jim Duggan is correct. Anthony, after Jim Duggan.
Big John Studd?
Big John Studd is correct. France, after Big John.
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan is correct. London, after Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan again.
Hulk Hogan again. Anthony, after Hulk Hogan twice, 1992.
To Ric Flair?
Ric Flair is correct. France, 1993. Correct. London, 1994.
94. Bret Hart and Les Luger.
Correct. 1995. Anthony.
Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels is correct. France, 1996.
Shawn Michaels again.
Shawn Michaels again. London, 1997.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold is correct. Anthony, 1998.
Vince McMahon?
No, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin again. France, after Stone Cold twice.
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon is correct. London, after Vince.
The Rock.
The Rock is correct. France after The Rock.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. London after Stone Cold, 2002.
Triple H.
Triple H is correct. France, 2003.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar is correct. London, 2004.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. I also would have accepted Stevie Richards or a gust of wind. France, 2005.
Batista.
Batista is correct. London, 2006.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. France, 2007.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker. London, 2008.
John Cena.
John Cena. France, 2009.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. London, 2010.
Edge.
Edge is correct. France, 2011.
Alberto Del Rio.
Alberto Del Rio is correct. London, 2012.
Sheamus.
Correct. France, 2013.
Cena.
Cena is correct. London, 2014.
Batista.
Correct. France, 2015.
Roman.
Correct. I want to say Lance. I'm mixing you guys' names up. London, 2016.
Triple H.
Correct. France, 2017.
Randy Orton.
Correct. London, men's Rumble 2018.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke is correct. France, Women's Rumble 2018.
Oscar.
Oscar's correct.
Seth Rollins.
Correct. France, Women's Rumble 2019.
Becky Lynch.
Correct. London, Men's Rumble 2020.
Drew McIntyre.
Correct. France, Women's Rumble.
Charlotte.
Correct. London, Men's Rumble 2021.
God, don't I just drew a blank just then? Edge.
Edge is correct. France, Women's Rumble.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair, and this year, 2022, London, Men's Rumble.
Brock Lesnar.
France, Women's Rumble.
Ronda Rousey.
You guys have tied all the way through. You got every single Royal Rumble winner. I don't know what to do in this scenario other than give you both the 10 points and give Anthony the 5.
I got 5. Let's go.
Which brings us to our final score in an absolute barn burner, if I do say so myself. In last place, but a healthy last place, our returning champion, London at 35. In second, so very close, is Anthony at 40. And our brand new trivia champion at 47 points. France, congratulations, sir.
Yo.
Absolutely.
I could have lost better competition, man. That was amazing, man. Congratulations, my guy.
An absolute barn burner. A slobber knocker, if you will. I was gonna say, you took the premium live ascent round and just destroyed it.
Yeah. Oh man, that was crazy.
Oh, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you guys had fun. Everybody at home, you guys watched. Hope you enjoyed it. France, are you willing to come back next week and defend your title?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.